going to try starting the Ariens Deluxe 24 snowblower. This machine is a couple years old now. It was only used a few times back in I think 2020 or 2021, early 2021, and yeah, it hasn't been used since because there was hardly any snow last winter. So I'm going to try and start this. I did shut the fuel valve off and run the carburetor dry, but there is gas in the tank and it smells pretty bad, so I'm thinking it might not start on this gas, but we'll see. Again, this thing has hardly been used. I hope I get a lot of use out of it this winter. It's got the 254cc LCT engine on it. I'm also going to start up the Simplicity. This snowblower has a 7 horsepower Tecumseh HSK 70 on it, and I've done a lot of repairs to this. If you want to hear what I did, you can go check out my last video that I uploaded about this. Probably not going to try starting this one yet, but the tank is dry, which is good. The John Deere 1032, which I recently acquired, it needs a new carburetor. This one I just kind of threw together and I didn't really have the right parts for it, so it doesn't run properly. But the new carburetor will be here soon, so this thing will run nicely again. It is big. This is, you know, one of the reasons I bought it is because it's 32 inches wide, and I do snow removal in the winter, so this is going to be very nice to have. Over here we have the Toro 524. This also has a Tecumseh engine on it. It's a 5 horsepower. This one, even though I mentioned it in the video yesterday, it is a 7 horsepower because somebody took the original engine off and replaced it with a 7 horse. And then there's this Simplicity Snowbuster, which is going to need some transmission work because it's really hard to move. So I'm going to actually start the Toro up first. As you can see, somebody painted the whole thing red, which is fine with me. I think it looks kind of cool. This is 5 horsepower, 24 inches wide. Go ahead and show you the auger. Definitely a typical Toro style auger. So let's see here. I already checked the oil. The level is good. This has electric start, but I'm not going to use it. Choke is on, key is on, and let's open the throttle up a little bit. Here's the transmission lever, and then this is to engage the auger. It has a safety switch, so if you're not holding onto this and you try to start or engage the auger, it'll shut the machine off. So let's go ahead and start this up in just a minute. All right, here we go. Prime it a couple times, maybe just once. May need a little bit of work, but I'm happy with that. So here is the Simplicity. It's on full choke. Try it a couple times. Let me make sure the fuel valve is on. It's not. There, now it is. Throttle. Almost. seems to run pretty good. And I will do the Ariens next. Okay, I just turned the fuel valve on. And set the choke to start. Switch on, key in. Prime it until I hear gas. We'll give it a pull. I don't know if there's any gas in it right now, or gas getting to it right now. Now there is. I have my doubts that this is going to start because these LCT engines, in my experience, are kind of picky when it comes to the type of fuel they have in them, and when they have old crappy gas in them like this one does, even though the carburetor didn't have it in it, it still may not start. So who knows? Let's see what happens. Okay, are we at full throttle? Let's see here a second here. No, we're not full. Oh yeah, we are. Okay. Let's give it one more try, and if it doesn't start, we'll go ahead and drain the fuel out and try it another day. Alright, yeah. It's not gonna start with that crappy gas in it, so we'll get an update on this in a couple days probably.